right, the Dicks, and now, for those of you who, hello, Gary.
I was talking to somebody else.
Just bubbling over there. A lot of you have seen the Dicks album, and which is a totally great album, and then may not have known that the ever lovable Dicks sort of went through limbo or something, and well, why don't you take it from there, Gary? Why don't you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, the Dicks went on a big tour, Rock Against Reagan tour, and had a real great time, and then ended up back in Texas, where some of the people got hung, and they remained there, and they're doing great though. They wanted to stay there, and I wanted to come here, and so Buff and Glenn have a new band called the Jeffersons, and Pat's wandering around doing something, I don't know. And I'm here with the Dicks doing great.
Okay, so we have a new Dicks here, and so why don't you introduce everybody who's now a member of the Dicks?
Okay, we got Lynn, who plays drums, and Tim plays guitar, and Sebastian plays bass.
Right, and some of these people are well known to music fans out there. What are you grinning about? Anyway, Lynn used to be the drummer for the Rex, and Sebastian used to be in DRI and 13. Is that correct?
Police State.
Police State, okay. And Tim, were you in any bands before?
Just the 12-year-olds, and I still play with them. So it's San Francisco Spontaneous Music Band.
Uh-huh. You don't look 12.
Twice then.
Anyway, so the Dicks, suddenly, miraculously, there's a Dicks again, and they've been playing around in the Bay Area and have instantly won the hearts of everybody.
Oh, Tim, thank you.
And you can pay me later.
Okay.
You read the article.
Right.
Anyway, and then suddenly they're in the studio and have recorded a record, which is what now?
It's called Dick's Peace.
Peace?
Peace?
With a question mark?
Question.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that song that you just heard was one of them. It's going to be released on our Radical. The 16th, we're actually doing the final mixes in LA this Saturday, and it's called Nobody Asked Me, and there's one.
Hope you get drafted.
Hope you get drafted, and one called No War.
Bleeping.
No War. I'm sorry. No, it's called No. It's called
Fudge War.
Yeah.
No bleeping war.
No, right. That's it. I'm just getting in so much trouble. And thanks for rock and roll for it. I've had my hand slapped. So I'll never curse again on the show.
Right. That's what. By the way, you people who will be hearing this show in out near Stony Brook on WUSB in Long Island, there.
Long Island.
We want no reoccurrences of what happened last time you heard the Dicks on the air.
There was frightening news, I hear.
We had coast-to-coast phone calls from reporters and all sorts of madness until we could convince them that that they didn't hear what they thought they heard.
No, and even the people that heard what they knew they heard. Just some weird responses out of that, too. It's a different story.
Someday we may print the whole story.
Oh.
Anyway, so you guys are real excited, it seems, and ready to take on the world here. I mean, it's a new record just like that. That's great.
Yeah, we just sort of got back into town, and a lot of people were hearing that I was looking for new people to be in the band, and sort of tried a few people out for a few days, and all at once these people just got together, and all of us really got along really well.
Uh-huh.
In the first week or so, I had about 4 new songs, and
We did a show after the first week, and
Yeah.
that was the big goal to
6 days.
play at the On-Broadway.
Right.
So
yeah.
it's pretty neat.
And I was so pent up and really nervous, all that. And boy, I'm just not nervous at all now. I'm just totally at ease and relaxed. At peace with myself.
Peace, bro.
Right on.
Anyway, as you heard from that record, these guys ain't no slouches either, and so we're going to hear a couple of more songs here in a minute, and the rest of the EP, and And now, if anybody out there is from coast to coast is interested in getting in touch with the Dicks, how can they do that?
Through our Radical.
Yeah.
Through
that's
our Radical Records.
You could write to.
Yeah.
You
The
can write
address
to
is
my
gonna.
home.
Yeah. The address is probably gonna be on the single, and otherwise it's just to MDC or Radical
Okay. All
or
right.
SST
Maybe.
or any of the other countries that we have. God knows what tomorrow brings.
So now, what these new songs you've written, I assume?
We all run them.
Yeah. And lyrics, why don't you explain a little bit about some of your thoughts that have gone into these songs?
Well, nobody asked me was about the invasion of Grenada, and so just start thinking about all those things, and just think there's no telephone poles to ask you if you want to be involved in another war, and it's just sort of a takeoff on that. I hope you get drafted. One day, not long after the band got together, we were in a store, and I heard this like young kid in there, and he was like talking real loud and about I saw some demonstrators, and I hate those people, and I hope they get nuked, and I don't mind going to war, and I want to do this and do that. And we just looking at each other going, God, this guy has no idea what war is. It's really bad. So I sort of formulated those thoughts into, well, I hope the draft is reinstated and it takes all those people and teaches them a lesson. Although it's very tongue-in-cheek. I don't hope there's a draft, and et cetera, but
Right.
it seems the hardest lessons are those that you have to be taught the hardest way.
That's
We were a little
very
obsessed
true.
with that attitude for a few days afterward. On song.
So we got to
All
get
our
the
friends
song
about
out. And then the other one, No War, is just sort of that. So sort of a theme is here we go again, another war to win.
Uh-huh.
Sort of like that. We had a lot of people helping us in the studio. All the NDC people were down there, and a lot of friends from the VATs, and just all of our friends.
Acapulco.
Yeah, as you can hear by the time the song ends, it's like a football stadium. It's really neat. It went real good.
A lot of fun to do.
Uh-huh.
Big crowd of people around one mic, and
Yeah, it was neat.
Well, I think without further ado, we should listen to these songs.
I want to say we're playing in LA this weekend with Discharge and MDC, so people that are traveling that way.
Okay.
check us out.
And also, I mean, keep your eyes peeled for the Dicks wherever you live. Sooner or later, they're going to be in your
We're
town.
gonna pop up.
Yeah.
That's right,
That's
for
right.
sure.
And,
Including Austin.
and then you're going to find out what it is to experience the Dicks. All right. Now, here's these two cuts, which are...
Hope you get drafted. Hope you get drafted and no war.
okay.
I hope you get drafted. Take one.
Thank you.